the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Looking at Minnesota, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. Both teams tonight more than capable of putting up points. Shaq, what do you think will be the deciding advantage?
Well, you have to try to dictate the tempo, play at your pace. This will be a game of streaks, so you have to prepare yourself mentally for that.
Well, you can't just score. You have to be efficient. Big shots down the stretch could be the difference, Ernie, and that will set you free.
We are ready for game time. Let's go to Kevin Harlan for the opening tip.
Number 5, Gorgie Gang. At power forward, at 6'9", number 67, Taj Gibson. At point, standing 6'2", number 0, Jeff Teague. At the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 22, Andrew Wiggins. At the other guard position, standing 6'8", number 23, Jimmy Butler. The head coach for your home team is Tom Thibodeau. Ladies and gentlemen, Minnesota Timberwolves.
The Timberwolves look to take charge here at the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Last outing for Minnesota, the loss to the Spurs.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that that one got away from them because for long stretches, they were the better team.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, you're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still isn't enough.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
And so off the tip, it's Boston. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Filling out the wings, it's Brown and Hayward. Horford is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Irving at the point guard position. This should be a fun one to watch tonight, C-Web. No shortage of athleticism for either of these teams.
Oh, get your popcorn ready. This is highlight reel material. Keep your head on the swivel or you might get dunked on. And if you're a fan, keep your head on the swivel or you might miss a nice dunk. Now, that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
One shot, find the lanes.
The free throw off from Jang.
And talk about a coach who gets the most out of his guys and what he has to work with. I mean, that's none other than Brad Stevens. I mean, he's done it for years. First in college, now on the greatest level.
To the paint, here's Teague. The rebound by the Celtics. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
Now here is Horford. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go. And stolen by Butler. Wiggins left side. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Wiggins has got his first 2 points.
How about the awareness there for Butler? The D goes to sleep and Jimmy finds the wide open man.
Irving looking for an opening. Over Butler. Irving, good. Irving's got his second bucket.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
Boston on D. Teague with the ball. 8 points his last outing. Gibson finds Butler. And that one, good. Butler's got his first 2 points of the night.
And when he gets inside, Butler's not going to be denied. Tremendous focus down low.
Butler against Brown. Irving for 3. Kept wide by Boston. Second chance shot. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Absorbing contact, finishing strong. I mean, Horford is more physical than some people give him credit for.
T kicks to Butler. With some arc, and it's laid in by Chang.
And that makes them 80% from the floor early on. Let's see how long they can stay this hot.
Irving against T. On the wing, Irving. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Cleveland.
But we got to talk about his D2. 4 steals in the game. I mean, a complete all-around effort for him.
Here's Tatum. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound.
I like the shot selection on that one, despite the miss.
Pass to Chang. Kicks to T. Gibson up top. Back to T. Clock at 4. Puts it up. Rebound Boston.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jumper.
Rejected by T.
And who would have thought it would be T to send that shot away? Great block.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Hayward with some nice D.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Now, here is Irving. Well, you know that he's going to find a way to get the ball in the basket. No matter what D he's faced with, he averages about 31.5 points a game. And here is Teague following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Here's Butler. Pass to Gibson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Now, here's Brown. What a tremendous game he played against Cleveland. A nice shot by Irving.
He is dominating this quarter. He sees a soft spot in the D, and he's attacking it.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And Chang gets it to go. Chang's got 6.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another. And Jimmy Butler, you know, something of a quirky character, has a ritual whenever he's at a grocery store of paying the person's bill behind him. Doesn't care if it's 99 cents or 2,000. Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Lots of room. And Boston with the rebound. Horford's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Butler never afraid to be a little bit different, listening to country music in the locker room, much to his teammates' chagrin.
And in the offseason, riding around in a van with a baby on board sticker, even though he's single with no kids. Remove the rearview mirror.
That jam!
Wow.
I mean, just beautiful.
Sick. I tell you what, Butler is a physical dunker. I mean, he takes his craft seriously. I just love watching this guy take off.
And a terrific bit of chaos there in the replay, presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. And there's the pass to Jang. He kicks it to T. Drops in the layup for 2.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
So the Celtics called timeout, their first. Actually, Chris, one of the shorter teams last season. The Celtics made up for it with excellent athleticism and length, wingspan.
Yeah, you think about it. Jaylen Brown measured 6'6" in height, but had over a 7-foot wingspan. Rozier's smart. They might not be the tallest guys in the world, but man, they play big.
Derrick Rose is checked in for Jeff Teague. Irving passes to Tatum. Horford trying to free himself up. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. Now Rose. He's coming off a 22-point game against San Antonio. Butler with the ball. Picked up by Brown. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Minnesota. And a change for the Celtics. Smart's checked in. Wiggins with the bounce pass. Knocked loose. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart.
And checking out some numbers for Irving. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. Averaging 33 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
Yeah, impossible to check right now. When he's on a roll like this, there's not much you can do to stop him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Morris comes in for Tatum. And it's Rozier in for Kyrie Irving. Tolliver with the bucket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Jones is checked in. And the Celtics with possession here. They trail by 1. Rozier looking around. Pass to Baines. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wants to get it to Smart and does. Over Jones. And another basket for Boston.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Punch, counter punch. Neither club's been able to sustain an advantage. And he drops it in from the low post. Jones has got his first points of the game. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
And Baines kicks to Rozier. Celtics passing it around. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Smart. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Shooting at a high percentage. All teams aim to do that. Let's see the league's best. In 4th, the Timberwolves.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Left side, Jones. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. A lot of personalities in this game, Chris. Such a big part of what makes the NBA so entertaining.
Oh, man, think about our boy Dre. Draymond Green, for those of you that don't know Day-Day. But Draymond Green, his personality is not only great for his team, but also for us fans when we see him on the court. How about Embiid, Mr. Personality on social media? You love it. And how about Jaylen Brown with his wise ways on the chessboard, the most interesting basketball player in the world. So all of these guys are exciting, fun personalities to watch for the game.
The first one falls. Daniel Tice is checked in for Gordon Hayward. And so Jones nails both of them.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at it.
Smart passes to Tice. Kicks it to Baines. On the wing, Morris. That's tipped. It's stolen by Dang. Now here's Jones. Outside Dang. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward. And no doubt that Marcus Smart is one of the better defenders at his position. Quick feet are complemented by that strong frame, and he just digs in and against would-be scorers and just never lets them get comfortable.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And that one misses. And Greg was smart. When he's off the floor or injured, you notice just how it changes the team's defense.
Yeah, I mean, the defense overall just seems to have less bite, less edge, less toughness without Smart. And the way he plays, you feel like he is looking to make a play on defense rather than just trying to slow his man down. Great at taking charges and forcing turnovers. He is truly the catalyst of their defense.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with this fiery approach to the game.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation to Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation. Those passes into the paint have to be precise, just like that one.
Jones against Rozier. Passes it to Nunley. Releases. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Austin's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. And here's Smart. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. It's stolen by Rose. Rozier against Jones. To the paint. Here's Dang. Morris with the rebound.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
In the corner, Smart with it. Just 5 on the clock. Over Rose. Smart misses. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
Yeah, interconference matchup. Two teams that'll see each other only twice on the schedule.
And that makes it interesting. They don't know each other all that well, so we should see a lot of in-game adjustments.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Celtics trail by 4. Rozier kicks to Baines. Morris outside. Good on the triple. Morris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Jones looking for an opening. Nunley passes to Day. 5 on the clock. From deep, Rose. And Rozier pulls it down. Boston's gone 4 of 7 from three-point range so far in the first. Smart against Rose. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Poke loose. Outside, Jones. To the inside. Tolliver with the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 3. Here's Rozier. No good on the last second attempt there. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 3. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
You know I come around and rock it. You know I come around and rock it. You know I come around and rock it. Hold up. You know I come around and rock it. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he gravitated towards basketball instead of baseball.
Coming from the place where, baseball is what's driven to us every time. I mean, I started playing baseball. I didn't play basketball. I started playing baseball, and, just watching my dad play basketball, I just fell in love with the game. But people were still telling me, they're like, nobody makes it out of here, usually out of basketball. I mean, your dad was a very rare case, and I just believed in it.
Yep, wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Yeah, aggressive on D, efficient on offense. They've balled out to an early lead.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going.
2 shots.
On the court for the Celtics, we've got Terry Rozier. Also, Marcus Smart is out there. Aaron Baines out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Tice in at the 4-man position. First one falls for him. Chris, looking at the year so far, teams that made big changes in the offseason starting to develop now some chemistry.
Well, it takes some time, especially if the acquisitions are on the younger side. And this is where great coaching can make all the difference. This is where a great basketball culture in the locker room can make all the difference. It's all about, we say chemistry, chemistry, chemistry. What does that mean? It means trust. It takes time to build trust. It takes time to understand your players and what they like, where to get them the ball, what makes them better. And once you get to that point, it's a liberating feeling because now you feel like, okay, guys, we've gotten through the murky waters. Now we can have some fun. We know who we are. We have an identity. Let's go out and be us.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, last season started with that horrific injury to Gordon Hayward's leg. Now, it's been a long road back for him, but he took heart in the encouragement he received, not just from his family, but from so many well-wishers. He said, you realize how lucky you are to have people from all over supporting you. Guys?
David, I think everyone is rooting for his complete recovery. Thanks for that report. Jones against Rozier. Here's Morris. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Morris has got 5 points so far.
When Morris gets it down in the paint, he's deadly, using his big arms to get these shots up. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that
when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Smart dishes to Morris. Rozier kicks to Morris, and he comes up with the deuce. Morris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let him have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
And it's Rose penetrating, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint. And unfortunately, injuries will always be the concern with Derrick Rose. Still loves the game of basketball, knows he is limited compared to what he once was. Amazing with all he's fought through, he can still perform at such a high level.
One shot.
And with Rose, as you said, his love of the game is still there. He still wants to play.
I mean, many players would have just walked away from having their body betray him. But Rose said last season he loves what he gets to do and still would be a water boy if he had to. You have to admire Rose's attitude and approach in that regard.
Minnesota leading by 6. Pass to Wiggins. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, Butler doesn't go for him. And it's Boston the other way. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Rose kicks to Butler. Trying to get open is Jang. Butler finds Gibson. Rose scanning the floor. Yep, that one goes in there. Wiggins has got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves.
Ball control, body control, and a nice touch. All the ingredients you need for the reverse.
Irving against Rose. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
You have to love it. There's no quit in this kid, Irving. When he gets hit, he sticks with his shot.
And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
The free throw off from Irving.
Well, Irving came into this league as a terrific three-point shooter, and I think he's only getting better with age if he can.
Wiggins lays it in without an inch of room around him. Wiggins has got 4 this quarter. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Celtics. 8-point game. And the pass to Horford. Lets it go with a 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Are you kidding me with that pass? Okay, Kyrie, that one made my day.
Teague, the pass to Butler. Back to Teague. He kicks to Gibson. Over Irving. No good from Gibson.
Almost every look he gets inside is a good one, but the D hangs in there and makes it a tough one on him. Hey, look, he's not an easy man to defend. He'll get his points one way or another.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Outside Butler. Drains the three-pointer. Butler's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And how about the improvement of Butler in the catch-and-shoot game? Every year he seems to get a little more comfortable.
Tatum kicks to Irving. Hayward outside. Jang against Tatum. Over Jang. Tatum's shot is off.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
Here's Wiggins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Andrew Wiggins, the #1 overall pick back in 14. Great bloodlines, the son of pro athletes. The game just seems to come easy to him.
First one falls for him. You know, Greg, the game comes so easy to Wiggins, but some say he needs to be more assertive, more aggressive. Do you see that?
I mean, high expectations for a player that was taken first overall. The length and athleticism should enable him to impact the game in so many ways, but, you know, his motor doesn't always rev high enough to take advantage.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. Last season, they were trying to speed up the game, C-Web. Teams were given fewer timeouts. Do you think they achieved that goal?
Well, yeah, the new rules, 18 to 14 total timeouts, no more 20-second timeouts. All quarters have 2 mandatories. I think it does help speed up, and these are the greatest coaches in the world. They can adjust. They just need to know what the rules are, and I love the fast pace, the fast pitch count. Let's make sure that we keep the game in a way that fans love it, and we're not leaving any time out there on the floor. I think the coaches have made a great adjustment to it, and look, play on the East Coast is always going to be a little bit slower, a little bit more methodical than the West, but I tell you what, it seems like it's speeded up the game on both sides, and that's something great for us fans.
Well said.
And now a look at Jason Tatum. Really been a key contributor over the past month, averaging about 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy, just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
And the rejection by Jang.
He keeps battling, but so far this quarter, he hasn't been able to get it going.
That 3 off the mark. Celtics trail by 10. Brown outside. The kick out to Irving. Back to Tatum. Over Gibson. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Although he's not truly a dominant rebounder, whoever to find a way to beat you once in a while if you fail to put a body in.
Wiggins outside. Jang inside. Working on Horford. The rebound by the Celtics. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Oh, Brown is just fearless, Kevin. I mean, especially when it comes to going right into the contact.
For Boston, they have come up empty at the line so far in 3 attempts.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That free throw missing.
Oh, man, what about the ascension of Jaylen Brown? I mean, come on. He's an uber athlete, super smart, strong, long wingspan, and very raw coming into the league.
Good on the second free throw. And the development period for Brown could have been longer, but he was thrust into a leading role.
Oh, come on. He had to play extra minutes. I mean, those injuries. But most importantly, he had to create offense. Ball handling may have been his biggest weakness when he entered the league, but he's already turned that into a strength.
Butler on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Shoots a fader. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics trail by 7. On the wing, Irving. Good on the three-point shot. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Fades and shoots. Count it. Good. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
But if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him, Here in the second quarter, think again.
The Celtics have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Tips it up. Rebound by Jang. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. Butler kicks to Teague. Butler passes to Jang over Horford. Jang, no luck.
Good job to stay on him and not give him a good look. Turned an easy shot into a very tough one.
Here's Tatum. Basket made. That's his third of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
What I like about Tatum, he moves his feet well, understands angles. He plays more physical than advertised.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. And when the Celtics traded out of the first overall pick in 2017, many, Greg, thought they were settling for Jason Tatum for team needs. But he might be the best overall player in that draft.
Listen, the Celtics said they would have been fine taking Tatum first overall, and I believe him. I mean, Tatum looks like he could be a superstar very early in his career and does everything at a high level and is already a terrific shooter from deep. Plus, he just has a poise and an air about his game that speaks of superstar.
And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Gordon Hayward.
That really helps them space the floor. I mean, when Hayward's mid-game range is working, the defense can get scattered.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And you look at Jeff Teague, now with a decade in the league out of Wake Forest. Greg, what does he bring to the table aside from the fact that he's been in the playoffs every single year of his career?
Yeah, I mean, he's an explosive slasher and really has grown as a playmaker. Not a star, but a quality starting point guard.
That free throw, no good.
And as you would expect from the way he plays, Teague is a terrific free throw shooter.
Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Taj Gibson. Smart's checked in for Boston. And he's good on the second. Irving with the ball. He's got 18. Hayward outside. This one for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
And good for his career. Hayward, a solid three-point shooter. He won't hesitate with those.
Butler against Smart. Butler feeling it out a bit. Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to T. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. They get it back. With the clock winding down.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know, Greg. Goes about 6'8", 240, and he can D-up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Butler wasn't a starter until midway through his second season. But since then, his minutes have gone up and his productivity has gone way up.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Celtics. Rozier comes in for Kyrie Irving. He hits both from the stripe. Now Smart. Now the dish to Hayward. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And for Hayward, this is where the added strength really helps. I mean, inside, in traffic.
Butler against Smart. Pass to Shot clock at 6. And that misses badly. Air ball. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Butler. Top of the key, Tolliver. Passes it to Nunley. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Jones. Baines with the block. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Minnesota with it. Tolliver dishes to Jones. Dang against Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up on the elbow. That one wide left. So Rozier will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 2.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
At the line for 2.
And that one falls for Jones.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
Derrick Rose is checked in for Minnesota. The Celtics also with a sub. Marcus Morris is checked in for Tatum. And he makes both free throws.
And doing a good job from the line here in the second quarter.
Celtics trail by 4. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
That shot wide open. Rozier's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Timberwolves shooting it up around 45% from the field in the second quarter. Dang looking it over. Back to Jones. Rozier with the steal. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Well, like a freight train running downhill, Smart, unstoppable in the open court.
Jones against Rozier. Jones drives in. Baines with the block, and he recovers it. Poked loose. Oh, trying for it. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Rozier. Hayward on the wing. Clock at 6. He can't hit that time.
Aggressive move to the bucket, and D is ready for it.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics out in front, leading by just 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think of your team's energy in the first half?
I think the energy's fine. I thought we did look a little gassed at the end of that first stint for some of our starters, but I thought for the most part it was good.
Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 18 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
Shaq, what'd you think about Minnesota?
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted them. Strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
Yeah, and some of it is based on how the defense is playing you. He didn't force things. Instead, he rewarded his teammates.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Timberwolves trail. Wiggins at small forward with Gibson at the 4. Teague runs the point with Butler at his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Jang in at the 5 down low. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with.
Look, you can't defend down low much better than that. Refuses to give him an easy path to the bucket.
Tatum's shot is off. Here's Minnesota. Butler finds Teague. Outside Gibson. Back to Teague. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Well, when Teague has a step or two on the drive, he'll shield the ball and do his best to draw contact.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And he's kept his percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good.
Boy, they would have loved to grab the lead there, but you can't make them all.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Celtics. Kicks to Horford. Outside Tatum. On the wing, Brown. Poked away. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. On the wing, Wiggins. Defended by Hayward. Wiggins passes to Gibson. And the layup falls. Gibson's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Irving kicks to Hayward. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. That one goes in. Hayward's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
I mean, at 6'8", Hayward has the size needed to score inside, and he uses it to his advantage.
Pass to Butler. The fadeaway. That one off the back iron and out.
They haven't gotten their legs back. Just 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Tatum passes to Hayward. Kept alive. And a dunk by Horford.
Oh, don't get in his way. Horford not to be denied when he gets in that close.
For Minnesota, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Teague against Irving. And here is Butler. 13 points in the game. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one on Horford.
Yeah, and Butler just can't be stopped. I mean, even when the D knocks him around, he keeps his focus on the basket.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
The free throw drops for Butler. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Teague against Irving.
He's one of today's great clutch performers. That's Kyrie Irving. Look, think about this. In 2016, Game 7 of the Finals, he hit the pivotal three with just 53 seconds left. And that's just the most famous of his end-of-game accomplishments.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Teague finds Wiggins. Over Hayward. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 12 points for Andrew Wiggins. The challenge with defending Kyrie, Chris, is how to prevent him from hitting those game-changing shots.
Yeah, how do you check Uncle Drew? He has the range from deep. There may not be a better ball handler in the game, and he's a tremendous finisher in the paint. He's a triple threat.
As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Floats it up for Wiggins, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Tatum. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Zhang's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Teague. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, I love how Teague was able to shield off the defender and still go up and finish for a chance at the three-point play.
We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4.
One shot.
Free throw good, Teague. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Round with it, Butler covering. Horford dishes to Irving. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. And it's now 23 points for Kyrie Irving. Teague kicks to Zhang. Wiggins outside. Over Hayward. And nothing but hair on that one.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Teague, the pass to Wiggins. Here's Zhang over Horford. Zhang, no luck.
Could make an argument for the kick-out pass there. D had him too bottled up.
Irving against Teague. The tray. They grab their own miss. Tatum. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
The anticipation, the length. Tatum maximizes the opportunity on both ends.
Minnesota calls timeout. C-Webb, what a rookie year it was for Tatum. Never hit a wall. He only got better as time went on.
I remember doing his games in college. I mean, it was the same thing that happened then. Second half of the season was stronger than the first. He has a maturity beyond his years, both mentally and physically.
Outside Teague. Gibson finds Teague. Gibson the bounce pass. Butler on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they double up Butler. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Teague.
And when Teague is hitting with his floater, he is so dangerous once he gets into the teeth of the defense.
Tatum with it. Now guarded by Gibson. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first 2 quarters.
Butler kicks to Zhang. Teague, the pass to Butler. Over Brown. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Butler.
And this is Butler's bread and butter. The mid-range J is on point. Got to D him up better than that.
One-on-one fast break. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Celtics leading by 3. Outside Tatum. Back to Irving. To the middle. Horford, no luck. Timberwolves have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Butler. At balls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Butler's got 9 points now in just the second half. Boston's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Hayward on the wing. Horford dishes to Hayward. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 7 rebounds in the game for the lead. And Wiggins with the nice bucket inside. Wiggins has got 14.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Now a timeout called by Boston. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Smart deciding where to go with it. The pass to Baines. Clock at 6. Banked in off the glass. Brown's got his second bucket.
I tell you what, Brown is a powerful wing player. You'd like to get him the ball inside.
Smart against Jones. Stolen by Smart. Pass to Rozier. Back to Smart. Passes it to Rozier. A three-pointer off the mark.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Outside Dang. Jones against Smart. The kick out to Dang. And it's off from three-point range. Jones against Smart. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. See, Webb, if there were ever a player where stats did not tell the whole story, it would be Marcus Smart.
Yeah, I mean, if you look to his line every night, you'd think he was just another role player. But Smart, he's a difference maker. Tough, physical. I mean, he makes winning plays.
And the first one at the line is good. Al Horford is checked in for the Celtics. And so, Smart nails both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Rose against Rozier. Outside Rose. He feeds it to Tolliver. Stolen by Smart. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. The shot that time not on target. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Celtics. 3-point lead. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And see, well, what a force Terry Rozier has become. Finally got that chance to play last year and made the most of it.
Well, look, we all knew he had the athleticism, but what we didn't know is how he'd react to a ton of minutes being played. And obviously, he stepped up. Players respect him. He's a guy you want on your side. Two.
The first one falls.
Oh, the fearlessness by Rozier. That's what helps him earn the trip to the stripe.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Gibson's checked in. That one misses. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Nunley. He kicks it to Rose. Trying to end the drought, and it's good on the layup. Rose has got 7.
And the defense tried to slow him down, but Derrick Rose just a handful when he gets around the rim.
Horford finds Smart. Morris right side. Knocks it loose. Gibson with the steal. Inside, Nunley passes to Tolliver. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. He's got 8.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Pass to Rozier. Back to Brown. Morris outside. Makes it off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 2.
How about the strength of Morris, shrugging off the D and nailing the shot?
Jones kicks to Gibson. At the elbow, it's Rose. 9 feet out. The shot missing. Good work defensively by Morris. Here's Smart. Great D that time from Gibson.
Even that close to the bucket, that's a very tough finish in that kind of traffic.
Here's Jones. The shot's good. Jones has got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Rozier kicks to Brown. Rose against Rozier. Steps back and shoots. And it doesn't even draw iron. Timberwolves shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Rose against Rozier. Back to Jones. Shot clock at 5. For the lead. The rebound by the Celtics. Morris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Rozier the pass to Morris. Brown feeling it out a bit. Got it. Good job in the low post. Brown's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Brown is superb at just keeping focus. Despite what the D throws at him, he gets the job done.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Boston Celtics. Why even bring it inside when you've got him on the perimeter? After that quarter, his 3-point total stands at 6. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Celtics with the lead. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. Smart and Brown outside on the wings. And it's Rozier in at the 1 spot. Gibson with the steal. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Bucket is good. Jones has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Minnesota.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Smart kicks to Morris. Back to Smart. A floater. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in.
Well, that's the kind of effort they love to see from Smart. He's sticking his nose in there and doing some work on the offensive boards.
The pass to Tolliver. The feed to Gibson. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Horford. So it's the Celtics now. A 2-point game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, look at Morris. Just using that big body of his to draw contact. The defense has a tough time matching up with him.
Marcus. 2 shots.
Free throw good for Morris.
Wow, the shooting of Morris provides his team with this crucial, just a real valuable part of this team.
Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. And Morris drops them both. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Timberwolves. Kicks it to Wiggins. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. That one's not going to go. Feeds it to Tatum. Smart passes to Rozier. A stupendous finish in traffic. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Oh, that's a nice look, recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
Outside Rose, pass to Gibson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And, Greg, what's not to like about Taj Gibson?
I mean, he's a hard worker defensively, finishes well inside, he's got the mid-range shooting touch. But what I like most, really, his unselfishness. He started, came off the bench, no complaints. This is a guy that just wants to win.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Zhang comes in for Anthony Tolliver, and it's Butler in for Jones.
1 shot, gentlemen.
That's good from Gibson. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Rozier against Rose. Rozier with the ball. And stolen by Butler. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And slam dunk by Butler.
And everyone knows Butler is a lockdown defender, but also terrific at coming up with steal.
Inside, a putback. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Got a piece of it. He dishes it to Gibson. Trying to get open is Jang. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Butler.
And just love how intense Butler is on this end. Looking to shoot every time down the floor. He is totally locked in.
Irving kicks to Hayward. Butler against Irving. Irving double team. 6 to shoot. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Teague is checked in for Rose. And the Celtics with possession here. They lead by 1. Irving. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Irving's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, this is a different ball game without his scoring. He's been Mr. Reliable at the offensive end.
Here's Wiggins. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
One shot.
And it's tied up with that one. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Rozier the pass to Tatum. Irving up top. And stolen by Jeff Teague. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Wiggins outside. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Dang, that's his 4th foul. Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go and only 2 fouls to spare.
Passes to Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock to take the lead. Teague can't hit.
Off target with what pretty good look from mid-range.
Some solid defense from Butler.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
Hayward dishes to Irving. He kicks it to Horford. Back to Irving. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Butler. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Hayward left side. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Yeah, and Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. He told them, now's when you turn it on. Leave them in the rearview mirror. I know we can put these guys away. We'll see if they can deliver.
Thank you, David. Irving against Teague. Here's Rozier. Hayward kicks to Rozier. 4 on the clock. No good with the triple. And Greg, you mentioned Hayward's strength. That and his ball fakes seem to be not as recognized as they should be.
Yeah, I think Hayward has one of the better pump fakes in our league. Great deception with inside-out dribbles to create space. And the things he does well aren't immediately apparent, but Hayward's terrific fundamentals are what make him a great scorer.
T kicks to Wiggins. Over Hayward. And he can't bank that one in. Butler against Rozier. And stolen by Jang. Now Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And you gotta admire Butler. I mean, when he's got space to rise up for the finish, he does not hesitate.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Irving. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Irving's got 35 in the game.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Down low. Gibson in the post. Guarded by Tatum. No good from Gibson. The shot by Hayward wide open. The three-pointer no good.
You can't fault him for taking the three when he's that wide open. You can't pass that shot up.
Jang high post. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his fourth foul of the contest. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Terry Rozier. Teague surveying the D. 6 to shoot. From deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Teague's got 9 points now in just the second half. Now a timeout called by Boston. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Boston leading by 3. Hayward finds Irving. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his third assist on the night.
He's taking over the game. Their lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
To the paint. Here's Wiggins over Hayward. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
One shot.
Now, here is Irving. Hayward outside. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
A quick decision maker. Hayward wasting no time. Launches it right out of the catch.
Teague against Irving. Here's Butler. And again, it's Minnesota.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. It's a three-point game. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. Minnesota on D. Tatum passes to Hayward. Tatum kicks to Horford. Pass to Hayward. 5 to shoot. And that one hits back iron. The Timberwolves shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. Wiggins dishes to T. Now the pass to Butler. To tie it up. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Boston leading by 3. Irving passes to Brown. Back to Irving. Pass to Brown. Launches it. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 6th assist on the night.
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really the entire fourth quarter.
And you have to like this. Why? Because it's helping them space the floor, which can create other opportunities.
Count that one.
And you can see the leadership there that Butler possesses, commanding the rock on important possessions here down the stretch.
Here's Irving. Minnesota with the rebound. Outside Teague, and stolen by Hayward. Brown kicks to Irving. And again, Boston with the triple.
And this is Irving at his best. Aggressive, locked in, looking for a shot.
Brown against Butler. Now here's Teague. T right on him. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
They'll take it, even with the miss. Anything they can do to cut into the lead.
And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Yeah, brother. Don't forget about hustle and determination on the glass. I mean, that's what it's all about. He's setting a great example.
Here's Butler. It counts. And the foul. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And when things are tight, Butler just seems to step his game up. Tremendous score here in the clutch.
One shot, gentlemen.
Well, that's big free throws from a player they depend on in those situations.
1:19 left here in the fourth quarter. And here's Irving. Kicks to Brown. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Celtics ball.
1:07 left in the fourth quarter. Tipped away. It's stolen by Teague. And now it's Teague running. He can go all the way. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Irving. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. And so Teague hits 2 free throws. 58 seconds left in the fourth. Hayward right side and stolen by Wiggins. Yes!
And there's one thing that's never been in question about Wiggins, his ability to be a high-volume scorer. And in case you needed a reminder, he's giving you one tonight.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Hayward, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Oh man, right there, Hayward willing to sacrifice his body in traffic to make the play.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
And with Hayward, you get a little bit of everything, the scoring, the passing, the rebounding, an all-around threat.
And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're behind by 1. 40 seconds left in the game. .40 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and they double up Butler and taken away by Brown. Hayward on the wing and stolen by Wiggins. Here's Butler. Offensive rebound.
They can't really afford to foul here.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're behind by 1. 20 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Yeah, and this is the time to run the best play they got. The one set they've been holding on to all game. Now's the time to break it out.
.20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Rozier, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And Rozier is outstanding at drawing fouls on these kinds of shots.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
Yeah, good job, bro. It's this close. The team that wins the free throw battle might win the game.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're trailing by 1. 15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Yeah, and this is the time to run the best play they got. The one set they've been holding on to all game. Now's the time to break it out.
Teague against Rozier. Here's Teague. That will count. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. Just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.